Hello, everyone. Welcome back to our channel, U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we will be talking about Kamala Harris's role in immigration policy. Vice President Kamala Harris has been influential in shaping U.S. immigration policy, notably coinciding with a decline in migrant apprehensions at the U.S. Mexico border. This video explores the key policies and factors contributing to this trend, offering insights into Harris's impact on immigration dynamics. If you are interested in this. So, to get all the information, pay attention and watch the video through to the end. Please hit like and subscribe, and don't forget to push the notification bell for an upcoming video. So, without any further delay, let's jump into the video. In the current political landscape, immigration remains one of the most divisive and heavily scrutinized topics. Vice President Kamala Harris finds herself at the center of this discourse, especially as she eyes a potential presidential run. Her tenure has been marked by a notable decrease in migrant apprehensions at the U.S. Mexico border, a trend that has sparked both praise and criticism. This piece delves into Harris's role in immigration policy, the complexities surrounding her actions, and the broader implications of her strategies. Kamala Harris's role in immigration policy. When Kamala Harris assumed office as vice president, President Biden tasked her with addressing the root causes of migration from Central America. Her role, often dubbed the border czar, placed her in a position to influence immigration policy directly. This designation has become a focal point for both supporters and detractors. Critics argue that she failed to deliver significant results, while supporters contend that she inherited a deeply entrenched set of challenges that predated her tenure. Harris's approach has been multifaceted, aiming to address the underlying factors driving migration, such as poverty, violence, and corruption in Central America. Her efforts included diplomatic engagements with leaders from countries like Guatemala, Honduras, and El Salvador. However, the complexities of these issues, coupled with political opposition and logistical hurdles, have made it difficult to achieve immediate results. The impact of immigration policies. Under Harris's watch, the Biden administration implemented several key policy changes that have contributed to the decline in migrant apprehensions. One of the most significant shifts has been the introduction of stricter asylum rules. These new policies effectively limit asylum claims for those crossing the border illegally, compelling migrants to seek protection in other countries they pass through before reaching the United States. The administration's dual-track approach, which combines enforcement with legal migration options, appears to be paying off according to data from the Department of Homeland Security. Migrant encounters at the southern border have dropped by 55s since the new asylum restrictions took effect. Border Patrol reports that fewer than 1,800 apprehensions occur daily, a significant decrease from previous months. While these figures suggest success in reducing illegal crossings, the policies have faced criticism. Human rights advocates argue that the restrictions undermine international humanitarian standards, denying asylum seekers the opportunity to make their case. On the other hand, proponents of stricter border control argue that the measures are necessary to ensure national security and prevent exploitation of the asylum system. Public perception and media coverage. The media's portrayal of Kamala Harris's immigration record has been mixed. Outlets like NPR highlight her struggles with immigration policy, emphasizing the political vulnerabilities these issues expose. Critics have seized on the narrative that Harris's role as the border czar was ineffective, using it as a talking point in the ongoing political discourse. Conversely, some media outlets and political analysts argue that Harris's limited authority over immigration policy and the long-standing nature of these challenges mitigate her responsibility. They point out that the issues she faces are systemic and require comprehensive reform beyond any single individual's efforts. As Harris positions herself for a potential presidential bid, her immigration record will undoubtedly be a topic of debate. Some argue that she should distance herself from the Biden administration's approach and propose her comprehensive immigration reforms. This strategy could include focusing on deferred action for childhood arrivals, pathways to citizenship, and modernizing the legal immigration system. The political landscape and Harris's future. The immigration debate is poised to be a central issue in the upcoming election cycle. Kamala Harris's actions and policies will be scrutinized by voters and opponents alike. Her ability to articulate a clear vision for immigration reform will be crucial in shaping her political future. If Harris is to succeed in her presidential aspirations, she will need to demonstrate leadership and propose innovative solutions that resonate with a broad spectrum of voters. This may involve balancing enforcement with empathy, addressing the needs of both border security and immigrant communities. The broader context of U.S. immigration. Understanding Kamala Harris's role in immigration policy requires a broader examination of the United States immigration landscape. The U.S. has long been a nation of immigrants, with foreign-born individuals accounting for a significant portion of the population. According to the Pew Research Center, the U.S. foreign-born population reached a record 46.1 million in 2022, comprising 13.8% of the total population. This figure represents a threefold increase since 1970. The diversity of the U.S. immigrant population is notable, with individuals from Mexico, India, China, the Philippines, and El Salvador forming the largest groups. While the growing number of immigrants enriches the cultural fabric of the nation, it also raises concerns about integration and resource allocation. Policymakers face the challenge of addressing the needs of a diverse immigrant population while balancing the demands of national security and economic stability. This complexity underscores the importance of comprehensive immigration reform, a goal that has proven elusive for successive administrations. Legal status and challenges for immigrants. The legal status of immigrants in the United States is a critical aspect of the immigration debate. While many immigrants reside in the country legally, others face uncertainty due to their undocumented status. The Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program, which provides temporary protection for eligible undocumented youth, remains a contentious issue. Efforts to provide pathways to citizenship for undocumented immigrants have encountered political obstacles, leaving millions in limbo. Advocates argue that regularizing the status of undocumented individuals would contribute to economic growth and social cohesion. However, opponents cite concerns about border security and the rule of law. The role of asylum and humanitarian protection. The asylum system is a cornerstone of the U.S. immigration framework, offering protection to individuals fleeing persecution. However, the system has come under strain due to an influx of asylum seekers, leading to backlogs and prolonged processing times. Recent policy changes have sought to address these challenges by imposing stricter criteria for asylum eligibility. While these measures aim to deter fraudulent claims, they have sparked debate about the balance between enforcement and humanitarian obligations. The global context of migration. Migration is a global phenomenon driven by a range of factors, including economic disparities, conflict, and climate change. The U.S. is not alone in facing the complexities of migration. Countries around the world grapple with similar challenges. International cooperation is essential to addressing the root causes of migration and providing support to countries of origin initiatives such as development aid, conflict resolution, and climate adaptation can help mitigate the factors driving migration. Kamala Harris's role in immigration policy has been a focal point of her tenure as vice president, influencing public perception and political discourse. The decline in migrant apprehensions at the U.S Mexico border reflects the impact of policy changes, though the broader implications remain complex. As Harris navigates her political future, her ability to propose and implement comprehensive immigration reforms will be crucial. The challenges of immigration require innovative solutions that balance enforcement with compassion, addressing the needs of both border security and immigrant communities. In the broader context of U.S. immigration, the diversity and contributions of immigrants are integral to the nation's identity policymakers, must work toward a balanced approach that acknowledges the complexities of migration and fosters an inclusive society. Ultimately, the future of U.S. immigration policy will depend on the ability of leaders like Kamala Harris to articulate a clear vision and work collaboratively to address the multifaceted challenges facing the nation. The decline in migrant apprehensions during Kamala Harris's tenure highlights the complexity of immigration policy. While this trend suggests some policy success, ongoing efforts and collaboration are essential to address the evolving challenges of immigration and ensure a humane and effective approach moving forward. That is all for today in this video. What are your thoughts on this? Please let us know in the comments section below. Thanks for watching the entire video. Hopefully, the information is useful to you. See you later in the next video. Till then, take care.
Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel U.S. Immigration News. We hope you're doing great. Well, in today's video, we'll be talking about Kamala Harris' role in immigration policy. Vice President Kamala Harris plays a pivotal role in shaping U.S. immigration policy, particularly as she considers a presidential run. Her tenure has been marked by a decline in migrant apprehensions at the U.S Mexico border, a trend that has sparked both support and criticism. Harris' role, often dubbed the border czar, involves addressing the root causes of migration from Central America, focusing on poverty, violence and corruption. Critics argue she has not achieved significant results, while supporters highlight the systemic challenges she faces. The Biden's administration implementation of stricter asylum rules has contributed to the reduction in illegal crossings. These policies limit asylum claims for those entering the U.S. illegally, compelling migrants to seek protection in other countries first. According to Department of Homeland Security (DHS), migrant encounters at the southern border have dropped by 55% since these new rules took effect. While proponents see these measures as necessary for border security, human rights advocates argue that they undermine international humanitarian standards. Media coverage of Harris' immigration record is mixed. Some outlets criticize her effectiveness as the border czar, while others emphasize the limitation of her authority and the complexity of immigration challenges. As she considers a presidential bid, Harris may need to propose her comprehensive immigration reforms, including focusing on deferred action for childhood arrivals and pathways to citizenship. The U.S. foreign born population reached a record 46.1 million in 2022, comprising 13.8% of the total population. This diversity enriches the nation but also raises concerns about integration and resource allocation. The legal status of immigrants, particularly those undocumented, remains contentious, with efforts to provide pathways to citizenship encountering political obstacles. In conclusion, Kamala Harris' role in immigration policy is crucial to her political future. Her ability to propose innovative solutions that balance enforcement with compassion will be key in shaping U.S. immigration policy and addressing the nation's multifaceted challenges.